Disclaimer, we are not professionals and are just beginning our podcast journey. We apologize for the minor inconveniences when it comes to the quality. As we learn, we will continue to make improvements to our show. Thank you.
I have a question, guys.
What's up?
How does Olive Garden have unlimited breadsticks?
Oh man. So that's for everyone too, right?
Yeah.
As soon as you order a meal, it's just
Do you have to
infinite.
do you have to pay for the unlimited? Like, do you have to say, I want to buy the unlimited breadsticks package? Because like
when
you go to a buffet, you pay the one-time fee.
Yeah.
So like, do you have to pay a one-time unlimited breadsticks fee and then you get unlimited? Because I don't think they're not free.
Does it come with is it like an appetizer?
I honestly haven't been to Olive Garden in so long.
I mean, I know like you do a purchase and then like you just get them unlimited, right? Or does it mean
I'm gonna look.
Because some places like when you sit down, there's just free like
Yeah, they always
like
give
biscuits,
like bread
like-
and butter.
yeah.
Something.
So Olive Garden, are they just there when you get there?
They're like already on the table.
I mean, I haven't been to Olive Garden. I'm sure.
Never-ending soup, salad, and breadsticks.
Do you
So it's
think-
not just breadsticks; it's soup and salad too.
What happens when they run out? Because this is for everybody.
Well, don't they have a unlimited pasta option too?
Just like Applebee's right now has
I might-
unlimited boneless wings,
You
right?
should go there.
I might have an answer, guys.
Yeah.
It says the size of your party is what determines how many breadsticks you get.
Then why are they calling it unlimited or endless? That's false marketing.
I think
feel
it's
like-
just a promotion.
That's
Yeah,
false marketing.
I feel
though.
like. Yeah, I think we could get that like on them for this, but I feel like it'd be around 15 breadsticks at max.
We should go to Olive Garden one day and just see how many breadsticks we can eat. Just order breadsticks.
I'm down.
I don't understand though. Like, why would they? That's false marketing.
I found this thing that someone said that they were at Olive Garden and they were watching someone else keep asking for breadsticks, and they had about 30 breadsticks and they were just putting them in their purses.
I saw this.
They were putting their breadsticks in their purses, just filling it up, and the manager asked them to stop. So I wonder if the manager just has to step in every time they get carried away.
Well, what if you can see that they're eating them though? You got a group of like 5, and they
So what
just
if you
want
go in?
breadsticks.
So you're saying if you go in with a group of 5 people, and on average, each person, like, how many breadsticks are they eating?
in total?
Yeah.
Just say that they didn't eat all day and they come to Olive Garden and they only want breadsticks. Say they're eating 10 each.
So 50 breadsticks.
That's a lot, I know, but just for the sake of this, just say they're eating 10 each. Do you
I don't
think that Olive Garden would supply all of it for
I-
that one?
That's not
one
like that's not
purchase?
ridiculous. That's not unreasonably ridiculous for that many people.
What if they have like an on-demand instant order? So whenever they need it, it's like there within 30 minutes.
That's true too. Think about
I
how
don't-
many, for example, how many Amazon headquarters there are everywhere. You think there's just like headquarters that could supply the ingredients for the breadsticks because Amazon Prime, you order it, it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like a breadsticks Prime.
I
Like
feel
they
like there's
just,
some layers to this though.
I don't know if you can uncover it right now.
Is there a limit? Are they free?
I think they're expecting people to be responsible.
Well, obviously you're gonna go out to eat. You're gonna, as your appetizer, have like 2 breadsticks or something. But I would love to test this one day. I would like to see if we just went there. The
Why
same
don't-
thing goes with soup.
Why don't we just ask? Do some.
What's the limit?
Like, yeah, do some
call
reporting.
Olive Garden on the podcast.
I mean,
Like right now?
Yeah.
it's a little late for that.
Do you think
What time
do
do they
you think
close?
They're open. Cody,
I'm sure they're open. I mean, it's only what 8.
They're probably gonna get
No.
pissed.
they probably would just hang up.
I feel like what if we have a whole episode of like debunking?
They're open.
Restaurants.
They're open until 11. the
I don't
nearest
think
one.
a phone call is gonna go over well on the podcast because the audio is gonna be terrible.
Okay. Then we can have a debunking episode then.
This
Okay.
makes me think of. Do you guys ever see the thing with the Chuck E. Cheese pizza?
Yes.
How if you order a pizza from Chuck E. Cheese and then you try to put the pieces together to form the shape of a pizza, it doesn't fit in the right way.
Yeah, like they're using like leftovers.
Yeah, like the theory is that
Oh, that's gross.
the theory is they're taking any pizza that someone hasn't eaten and saving it and then putting it in other pizzas to make a full pizza so they don't have to cook a full pizza every time.
I feel like that's so likely that happens too.
If you look up YouTube videos, people have done it. They'll order some pizzas and then they'll take all the pieces and try to construct the shape of a pizza, and it does not fit how it should.
That's really odd.
That makes me wonder. I don't know. I don't think they. I don't know. Maybe they do reuse it. I'm very curious though. This is such like a little thing, but I'm so interested now as to how this runs because
What about an all-you-can-eat buffet?
that's not. There's no limit on that.
Yeah, so this is
Me
the
and Cody
same thing. Like they don't run out.
But it's like such a big building. They have so many things there.
See,
Yeah.
when you go to a buffet, your one purpose though, that's the whole gimmick. But Olive Garden, the breadsticks are just like like the soft intro to your meal.
Well, think about it. He said salads too. How much lettuce do you have to have?
It's a good amount.
Is it like a little like personal salad?
But
or
also,
is it-
who's getting that much salad? Like no
Well,
one's gonna
yeah,
get the
but-
salad.
I
They're
know,
gonna
but-
get the breadsticks.
What if
Or
you
the
really
soup?
like soup? How much like broth or like say tomato soup? How much of that are you gonna have?
Yeah, I just don't think anyone's gonna be unreasonable about it. I'm sure there's some
I
like
don't know.
some people that will go in just to be an asshole and ask for like 5,000 breadsticks, and like the article said, the manager just says no. I think they probably have like data that says on average how much they use per week or per month or whatever, and they just kind of keep an estimate. I don't know. Probably something like that.
Yeah, I mean there has to be. It's just again such a little thing, but it's if you actually try to think about it, it's kind of funny and interesting to think about.
It is. I've never actually sat down and thought about it and talked about it. So
No, yeah. You guys let us know if you want us to call Olive Garden. We will. We'll call them on the podcast. But I don't think that will go over well. But I think if this gets like, I don't really like doing like incentives. But
If we get to, should we do like a certain amount of subscribers?
let's
do
just
it.
say
Let's just say it'll be a special in the future.
special in the future. If you guys get this to 20 likes at any time.
No. Let's just say once we hit a certain amount of subscribers, we'll do a special episode
Okay.
with
All
this
right,
on
all
it.
right, all right. Yeah.
Once we hit subscribers or monthly listeners.
Let's say monthly listeners because that's a little easier to track. And I do believe that YouTube's algorithm is not in our favor.
Not currently.
All right. So okay, let's just say 500 then.
500 monthly listeners, we will call Olive Garden. We will try our hardest to,
This could happen next week or it could happen in a year, but
Yeah.
we'll do it.
Yes.
and we will get an answer. We will call Olive Gardens until we get an answer. But
We will remember episode 5 when we said this exact thing.
Hopefully, we get someone cool who can like talk to us for a couple
Yeah.
minutes.
I mean, if you know, let us know. That would be great. But if not, we'll call them. 500 monthly listeners. Tell your friends. Welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed last episode, Josh's Choice. That was personally, I think, my favorite episode to record so far.
I agree.
It was very fun.
Yeah, that was only my second episode, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're here, episode 3 with Josh. Did we say it last episode that Josh is here now? We're just testing it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we did. I think.
Yeah, I mean, most likely he's gonna get.
I'll
added
I'll be
permanently.
here. I don't know if I'll be here when there's another guest on, because I don't want there to be way too many people. I might be though. We'll see.
I just think it's a good.
We can always test different things.
Yeah, we're still experimenting, but we like having Josh here. It's
Well, I like
Nice
being
to-
here. It's fun.
introduce him as our third host.
Yeah.
We are outside. If you guys hear any bugs, you might hear it in the background. It adds to the
Campfire.
yeah. Just imagine you're sitting around with your friends talking at the fire because I'm sure one of you's talked about Olive Garden breadsticks before.
Or had one.
But yeah, well, welcome back, guys. Thank you for listening, all the support so far. I want to get right into the first bulky topic that I have.
Go for it.
I want to know your guys' exact plan for a zombie apocalypse. Walk me through from the second you see a zombie or the second you hear about it, just to the regular routine.
How about we hear from you first, since this is like, it's kind of been in your head for a bit, right?
Yeah, I've been pondering it.
Do you have ideas for what you would do?
I have ideas. I don't have anything set in stone because I think this is a very difficult choice.
I could definitely like freestyle a thought and then change it, I guess.
Well, we should talk through it. Let's talk through it as a group because there's so many different factors to a zombie apocalypse.
Okay, why don't we? All right, just for the fun of it, because I think that we would have similar answers. Let's say in this scenario we're living together
Okay,
and
so
we are sitting down watching a movie, and all of a sudden the siren starts blaring, the lights start flickering.
So is there an emergency news broadcast?
Like Joe Biden comes onto the screen.
Is he announcing that there's a zombie or there's a virus that can create zombies?
Or is he a zombie?
Let's just say for the sake of this one that there is a irreversible virus that has already affected at least one person on each continent, and there is no way of stopping it from spreading at the moment.
Okay. What kind of zombies are they? Are they
Like Walking Dead zombies.
Walking Dead so they can't run? Like, do you ever see
No,
World War Z?
It's it's your typical like
Because those zombies were ridiculous and terrifying.
Yeah,
They could sprint.
It's your typical like zombie that just like walks with its arms straight out.
Classic horror movie zombie.
Yeah.
And
You shoot them, you take out their head, they're
so
done.
the brain is the source of the zombie.
Yeah.
Okay.
A bite transforms you, nothing else.
Just getting bitten.
Just getting bitten. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you said that there's a virus that's on each continent already.
There's at least one person recognized on each continent.
Are you saying?
Well, we could say besides Antarctica.
Is there a chance to secure this, or are we doing the example where it's screwed? Like, we're done. It's going to start spreading. We're done. Or are we trying to stop it?
So you're saying there's a chance that we could just kill them quick?
Because if we can recognize the one person and take him out, is that it?
I mean,
or for the sake of the example, is it spreading?
I think it should be infinite spread.
For the sake of the example, we're only 3 people and we don't work for the government, so they didn't take the right precautions, and
so they fucked up.
Shit's going crazy.
Okay, we live together.
We're living together. We live on the 4th floor apartment building.
In the city?
Let's just say in the city.
Oh,
Let's give ourselves a nice situation here.
There's not going to be a nice situation. Do you realize how much panic this is going to cause?
Yeah. So immediately once that happens, panic's going to happen.
Think about how crazy people got when COVID was in its prime. Like, people rushing to the stores to get stupid stuff like toilet paper. Like,
yeah, but here are people going to want to leave?
People are going to be scrambling to get supplies because everyone's going to know the grocery store is going to be absolutely mobbed. And I don't think there's any way that it's smart to go to a grocery store like us 3.
Yeah,
right.
I was just gonna say, I think we should get the apartment, our apartment ready for anything first.
So do you think we like barricade ourselves where we are, or do we try to get?
I think we get stuff ready, so then after everyone's done, like kind of freaking out shopping, we get any leftovers, I guess.
I don't know if
There's
good
the
idea
stores.
To go out that after though. Everything's gonna be gone.
The stores are gonna be empty.
Well, think about it. The zombie could be rushing in when everyone else is going too.
Yeah.
So
this
it
is
could just be unfortunate.
Yeah.
Here we'll play a little story time, and as we go on, I'll report some news that will add to the story. But
okay,
now,
so we're figuring it out in live time.
Yeah. Let's that might be a good thing for this episode. Let's do a little story run through. Right now, here's where we are. All we know is that this is the end of the world as we know it. The zombie apocalypse has begun. There is absolutely no cure. Any cure would take at least 2 years to fully manufacture. Plus, the whole scramble of the world not knowing what's going on, which would delay the process. So right now, the TV just cut back to our movie or whatever. We heard our emergency broadcast, and then it cuts out back to our movie. What do we do right that second?
In this example, do we have family members, or is it just us? Purely for the example.
For the example, let's just say it's just us, because I want to go more off of survival and not emotions.
Okay, so we're the only people that we have.
Let's just say
to lean on.
Yeah.
Okay. I think our immediate action would have to be. The first thing that comes to my mind is just securing our living space.
Yeah, I agree.
Whether that be from people who are trying to bust in to take whatever we have, because that will happen.
Yeah.
Or from potentially zombies.
Yeah, so I think
because rules and laws are going to be completely out the window
Yeah.
right away.
No one's gonna wait in line at the grocery store either.
People are
gonna steal.
Once the grocery stores are empty, people are going to be stealing from other people. They're going to be breaking in houses. They're going to be looting, scavenging from other people. It's going to be an absolute chaos and probably terrifying.
I think the most important thing to do at this point in time would be to find a weapon that doesn't need ammo. A knife.
A weapon that we can rely on for a while.
Right. A weapon that won't run out, or we need more ammo for.
Are we worried about this weapon to take out people or to take out zombies?
To protect ourselves. So however you want to interpret that.
So I was just gonna say, if we're scavengers, if we're gonna like scavenge for our things, then it's for anything.
So that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're gonna not hoard the grocery store.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to try and live hanging on by a thread.
I think we should take out, after they get back, we should take out multiple apartments around us.
You want to kill people?
I'm saying we should take their things, so we don't have to get outside, get caught with anything else.
This is tough. I don't know if I want to take a defensive approach or an offensive approach because I feel like if we wait, people are going to come after our stuff at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like we should go to a weapons store first then.
That's going to be mobbed
That's
too.
gonna be mobbed. I feel like we should try and get knives. Knives, or what's another good weapon?
In this case, do we have weapons in our house, or is it like kitchen knives?
Yeah, like we would just have whatever we would
just
have.
have whatever was in our house. So I say, for the sake of the story, we just have like the knife board in the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, which is fine for now.
Right, that'll do. A sharp chef's knife that could take out a zombie. But
I'm forgetting the fact that there's probably going to be other people that aren't going to just completely go off the rails. So we
Right.
could potentially like band together with people if
that
we
would be
had
the
to.
most smartest thing, is to band together.
The problem is you don't know who to trust at this point.
Exactly.
Right.
Who's going to stab you in the back and just want?
That's why I was
In
saying
this
we
in
should
this
Yeah.
in this scenario,
for it.
I say, in this scenario, I know we kind of went off the rails from the beginning of the episode. It was what we would do, but I like the story.
Well, we're trying to figure out what we
Approach.
would do because we're putting ourselves right in this situation.
Right, but I say, well, I know, but I kind of made up some things. Like, now we're living in a city.
Okay, well,
But that keeps it
either
fun.
way, we're still living
But
somewhere.
I say in this scenario, we don't ever like turn on each other. I
No, because why would we?
Even if we run out of food, though, like, we're not going to kill Cody and eat him. Let's just say we live and die by each other too, just to add to it, just to make sure.
If we eat each other, we turn into a zombie.
Sure.
Because
Just
let's just say from The Walking Dead, we're all infected.
we're each other's ride or dies
Yeah.
for this scenario. Okay,
All
so
right.
where are we? We're post what? 15 minutes. We're scrambling a little bit within our apartment house.
trying to make up a plan.
Would
what
you
we're
want to
gonna
stay
do.
in an apartment though?
Where would we
I'd
go
like
immediately though?
I think we should actually move up.
Yeah, I was gonna say that we should go as high up as possible.
Do you think we should go on the roof or like top apartment?
I don't want to go to the roof because I wouldn't want anything potentially to be able to get us from above, like people. Because
Okay.
if we're on a
Okay.
roof, no one can. If we're on the top floor of the apartment, but there's still a roof above us, someone could get to the roof somehow and like come and like kick in our window or something. I wouldn't want to be worried about attack from above. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would we immediately move then?
Okay,
like to the
so
top?
I
say
think
we-
we definitely take out whoever's in the top.
Take out.
You wanna
Yes,
take people out?
I don't-
If it's taken, then we gotta take them out. We're saying we can't trust anyone but each other.
I know, but I don't know if I'd have it in me to just immediately start like killing people.
I mean,
I don't-
if we want to live, then
No, you're right.
I say, we pull like a Halloween trick or treater, dump our most important things, meaning probably at this point only food and weapons, into some pillowcases. Do we have a car? We're
For
living
now.
in a city. So
For now,
do we have a car?
like a group car kind of, I guess we would have.
yeah, we
Let's
have.
just say we have a
It's,
car.
it's in a garage. We
I
have
say we get in the car.
in a parking garage. We have a
We're in
car.
a city. I say we get in the car, and I say we just
Get
I mean,
out as fast as possible.
The streets might be so mobbed with
Oh,
traffic, though.
We're not getting out anytime soon. People are going to be abandoning like their vehicles. They're just going to be. There's not going to be like a flow of traffic like we know right now.
It's gonna be days before we even move out of the city.
We
So-
probably, honestly, now that I think about it, we'd have to get out of the city and find another car somewhere somehow.
Yeah.
because we're not getting our car out of the city.
I said we dump all of our canned items into like a pillowcase and
our
get the
weapons,
hell
yeah.
out of there. Because as the report was, there was at least one, so it's not like they recognized hundreds or even thousands. So I think we have at least a day to take that risk of being out in the open.
Okay, so where are we gonna go?
Are we in New York in this scenario? New
Sure.
York City?
Sure.
I don't know.
I feel like I don't think going in like a flatland area would be good at all.
No, it wouldn't.
So, do we try to like go underground? Do we try to go up? Do we?
Like the subway system?
Yeah, I guess.
That could be a trap because that's immediately
Yeah.
not going to be operated anymore. We would have to drive it ourselves.
Or do we make like our own underground kind of thing and camouflage it with everything?
I feel that might be smart walking through the subways because the trains aren't going to be running anymore.
No.
Well, let's just say, there's no more jobs. The world's immediately going to chaos, right? There's no more like flow. Like nobody's
Correct.
waking up to go to their 9 to 5.
Correct. It's survival.
Okay, so I say we go down to the subway system. We wouldn't be alone though, but I think
We would
that
not at all.
we could walk through there and we could get pretty far across New York because that subway system, it covers most of New York.
Okay, so we would just be careful of people and zombies walking through the subway
Are
system.
we in agreement? Is that a dumb idea to trap ourselves down there with
Well,
people that might
I
potentially
think it
kill
as
us?
a one-time thing to get out of the city,
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
I would not want to stay there though.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
everyone's scrambling. We would go in there and just
So
leave.
we take the reverse psychology route and take the low ground?
Yeah.
For now to move,
Okay.
yeah.
Just
Okay.
because it would not be clogged up by traffic and stuff. I
How
don't
long
think.
is this going to take us though to get out of there?
I don't know.
I mean, it could take days.
Yeah, I don't really know honestly.
I say we try to use it, get our bearings, walk until you find that we're out of the big city.
All right. So
Um,
okay, we get out of the big city.
how much later is this?
Overnight.
Let's say it's a couple days, like maybe 4 days. We're walking.
Do we sleep?
I was
Minimal
gonna
sleep.
say we walked 12 hours straight without sleeping.
We probably would have to sleep in shifts.
Yeah. Okay. So,
So,
how
like-
about we say 3 days? We were sleeping in like shifts of like 6 hours.
So like one person would sleep, and we would just have to sit and watch, like
Yeah.
keep watch because we can't all fall asleep.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
if you wanna walk for 12 hours, then it's 4 hours of sleep for each person, and then we're immediately getting up to walk.
Yeah, that's tough.
But it could add up. We have one person watch, each person 4 hours of sleep, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So we come out. We are out of the city. We're still in New York. Where would that be? What parts of New York aren't city?
I don't know. We maybe northern New York.
Are we right on that?
It's a lot of like.
I wish I knew, but I
Closer
don't.
to
I
closer to
think
Canada.
it's a lot
right?
of forest.
We're closer to
forestry.
Canada.
Yeah,
So in this scenario, we've moved up north.
we're by, not like Niagara Falls, but like
We're getting
that
close to
border
it.
area.
We're getting close to it though. We're getting close to the Canadian-New York border. Let's just say this is 4 days out from the announcement.
What do we do then? Is
We're up.
there an announcement in the news?
I don't even know if the subway goes this far, but just for the sake of what we would want to happen, let's just say this. We get out. We have been underground the whole time. All cell towers and providers aren't running their servers anymore. We have been down there in the dark with nothing but our phone flashlights for 4 days, so we don't know what's going on. So
I think we're forgetting how clogged the subway is probably going to be.
yeah.
Think about how many people are in New
I
York.
think we should backtrack a little bit.
This is like so hard to, because I don't know. This is so hard to think of.
I think subway's the best route though.
I think if we stay up, there's obviously still going to be more. We can't travel across the rooftops.
Do we take like a bike? Each one of us take like a bike, down to the subway, and then we have to try to ride 12 hours.
Yeah, that's okay. In the scenario, we have bikes.
In the subway.
Yes.
We're riding it on the subway tracks.
Just
Or on the sides.
wherever we can.
Yeah.
Okay. We're still underground though, because I think that's gonna play some parts because we have no idea what's going on above.
Yeah.
So now we just 4 days complete darkness, nothing but phone flashlights. We're coming up. We're out of the city. We come up and we don't think much has changed. What's our next step?
Our next step, or what?
What
Do we try to? I feel like we should try to find out from a person if anything else has happened.
Okay. So
Just like a quick 2 minute question. And then
How do we approach the person? Because
this
they could
is-
be very paranoid of other people as well.
I don't know.
I think we would have to just go for it until somebody answers us.
Like talk to somebody from a distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just have to make it known that we're safe.
Figure out what's going on, figure out our bearings. We would
Yeah.
have to eventually find a place to stay.
And find more food.
Okay, so let's let like the narrator cut in. We come up, we find out from this person that it's rapidly increasing at a rate that within the next 2 weeks, 50% of the world will be dead.
Oh my god.
Dead
Dead?
or zombie?
Like as
Zombified.
Okay.
That So we don't.
So at this
We
point,
do not
around
have
like
a lot of time.
at this point around like 5 to 10% is zombies.
Yeah, and they are saying
That's
that
still a lot.
Yeah.
they are saying that the safest spots are northern Canada and any place
Any place.
Any
in,
place
like,
cold.
Yeah. So
Let's just say that they found out some news that the zombies
can't
cannot handle below freezing temperatures.
Like they can't move.
How about below freezing temperatures they cannot live in for more than a certain amount of time.
So first thing we will need to do is get clothes that are suitable and blankets, pillows, towels, whatever.
Yeah. So everyone's immediate reaction is going to be to go somewhere cold.
Right, so it's gonna flood.
We're currently in southern Canada too. We're on the border of
We're just
New York.
while this is all happening, we're figuring out we're still walking because we want to get out of here.
We walked from New York to Canada in 4 days.
Is that possible?
Well, bike.
We biked. We were on a bike.
Is
to
that
be fair?
Is it
Yeah.
possible to bike from New York to
Yeah.
Canada?
Wait, are
Yeah.
we completely wrong on this?
No,
I
because I feel like if you're biking 48 hours, what's the average like miles per hour we're going? What do you think? Like 15 as like a slow rate?
yeah, I was thinking like 15.
Let's just
yeah.
say we were in the most northern part of the city, closest possible to Canada, closest part of the city to Canada. We're
Okay.
not geography experts, as you
So
can
if
tell.
we're in New York, I think it could take us 4 days, maybe, if we're going 15 to 20 miles an hour on average.
All right, let's not. We should not worry about that
Yeah,
because
let's
I
not-
don't have
We're
any.
just getting there.
It's
Yeah,
gonna get
we end up in southern Canada, right?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Time doesn't matter, no matter what. The only thing that matters time-wise is in 2 weeks, they estimate about 50% of the world is going to be infected. We are yet to see one.
So
Wait a minute. We haven't seen a zombie yet.
No, because we've been in the subway. We've
So-
kind of been in pitch black.
we don't know this.
We
is
just
true
came
then.
up. We technically don't know if the zombies are real yet.
So we just did this spontaneously.
We had
What
to,
if it
we
was-
had to
What if it was a prank?
imagine that. How come the government never does that? Why would they not just? That would be such a funny thing. Imagine that.
Oh yeah, it would be so funny.
Everyone would be dying.
We've seen, not in person. We've seen, videos
Okay.
somewhere.
Are you thinking we're gonna be in the subway alone though?
No,
No, but we're gonna be
everybody's too worried about themselves though.
a portion
At this
ahead.
point,
We're with all the people that got bicycles.
let's just say the people down in the subway were a little more sane. They were prepared like us.
Everyone had the same idea, and everyone made sure not to get bit or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they got down to the subway before anybody got infected.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
My immediate next thing would be to find a more long-term shelter.
Yeah, but where do we want to find that? Because if we go cold, we were living in a city. It wasn't really. It's the summertime right now. Let's just say this is happening right now.
So average, averagely, it's like
Let's just say like
it's around
80.
60
Well, in the
in
summer, it's
Canada.
80.
In Canada, yeah, I guess 70, 75.
Right. The more north we go, the colder it gets. Eventually, if we go north enough, it's going to be below freezing at all
Yeah.
times of the year.
So do we get prepared for the winter, or are we just going off what we can right now?
We are already really tired too. Do we
Do
take
we
a
take
risk
a?
and stay, or do we continue going, risking our bodies and our physical health
I think
just to go into colder, harsher
I
weather?
think right when we get into Canada, we have to make a spot to take a longer sleep to like rejuvenate, and then we have to find like a food source.
Yeah, we need to find a temporary setup spot, even if it's just for like a day or two.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we just try to find an empty house or something?
I think that'd be best bet. Second, two floor house.
And then
A
again,
hotel.
you have to worry
Yeah.
about other people are going to have the same idea. So if we find an empty house, other people are going to be looking for a house also.
Yeah.
Just think about how many people are in the world and how many people are going to be scrambling to survive.
I would say the woods.
Do you think we should go up in a tree?
In a tree? I don't think we could stay in a tree.
Well,
Sustainable.
no, for like if we needed to catch up quick, just whatever we need to do.
We could find someone's tree house.
Well,
Like,
How
Yeah.
difficult would that be, though? How often do you see tree houses
I
these
mean,
days?
we could find something that's a little elevated.
I was thinking a hotel, top floor, but how are we getting into it?
Yeah, we
Um,
don't have any of these answers.
Okay, let's say we're walking and we get lucky. We look in a,
We can't just get lucky. What is it? Okay, what do we get lucky with?
okay, well, we get lucky, and as we're walking, we're not really on any path. We don't have any direction. We just have a compass to know that the more north we go, the colder it's gonna get. We're in the middle of a neighborhood. It's abandoned at this point. We see a treehouse in somebody's backyard. This house looks to be abandoned. You know, it's been a
So the family
couple of
just
days.
the family grabbed what they could and left.
Right. It's been a couple of days. Let's just say the front door is wide open. So we go in, house is pretty much empty.
Okay.
Food's gone, but there's a tree house in the backyard. Do we
we
take
definitely
this?
have to take this up, even if it's short term, as an opportunity.
I say we take it as an opportunity just to rest up. Because our bodies are, at this point, that's 4 days of biking, not much sleep, paranoia. I definitely think we should take this opportunity, even though it's a big risk.
The zombies can't climb, right?
No, but if they build up at the bottom,
Like they
Well,
just stack on top of each other.
No, they don't. They just build up into a giant like pool.
right? But we don't have any guns to kill them. We only have knives right now, so
We'd have to be stealthy then, because they can't.
they can't like
A
smell
traditional
us.
zombie is not going to sniff us out. If
Right.
a traditional zombie would hear us,
Yeah,
so we'd have to just be stealthy.
yeah, okay.
So we take someone's treehouse.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a suburban Canadian neighborhood.
Now, does this house have a car, or did they take
No,
everything?
it's gone.
just bare bones. We only have the treehouse.
Okay.
It's just there's not even a bed. There's no like anything.
What is
We
it?
have,
They didn't take their mattress with them. Like there's still
but we can't get into the treehouse.
no. I'm just saying like the house is like the house might still have a couple blankets and stuff
Right.
if we needed
All
them.
we have is like we each have one pillowcase. I'm holding the clothes. You're holding the. Josh is holding the drinks and the canned food, and you're holding like the weapons or something.
Yeah.
And we each have like a small knife on us.
Okay, so we would have that solves our shelter issue. Next would be food and
Food.
water,
Food and water.
especially water. I hope that we took water beforehand.
So, are we hoping that this house has running water, or is everything shut off?
I think they still do at this point. It's gonna eventually not. Houses are eventually not gonna have it, but I think it's still early enough that they're still running water. Because it's been just a couple days, right?
Yeah.
It would still have it. I
Okay,
think.
so while we're there, we can just go into the kitchen and fill like an empty can that we use food with. Just drink
Yeah.
water out of there so we can save our bottles.
Yeah,
I'd want to start stocking up on water
How would we
that's
do
what I
that
was gonna
though?
say. We have to
containers or something.
look around their house, look for more things. I don't think they would take all their containers in with water, or like all bottles of water. I feel
Yeah,
like they'd do what we did.
like those giant bins that you put in like the attic.
Yeah.
If we could just fill those with water, it might taste
what are we
plasticky
gonna
water,
do with
but
it though? Are we gonna carry that around?
I mean for that it's gonna be way too heavy. But at least we would have the
Water
water
if it were to
stored.
get shut off.
Yeah,
I think we have to find a mode of transportation then.
yeah,
The bikes are. Did we bike here at this
Yeah.
point? Did we still have the bikes?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just say at this point we've been here 3 days. We're a week into the apocalypse.
Okay.
So we've been staying in the treehouse.
We've been staying in the treehouse for 3 days.
Nobody's bothered us.
Not yet.
We've seen people run by, but no one knows.
We've seen like 10 people so far. For some reason, it's like a ghost town. We don't know where people are flocking to. Let's say we wake up on day 8, and we hear.
Okay, so right now we're just
outside.
surviving off the food we brought with us
Yes.
and the running water.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's say we wake up on day 8, which at this point we're what 30% covered. The entire world infected.
No, around 20, maybe 15.
Okay, we'll say 20. 20% infected.
So 1 in 5 people are a zombie. Is that right?
Yeah.
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 That's a lot. We wake up in the morning and we look outside and there it is. The first zombie. He is walking very slow
Just
down
stumbling
the street,
around.
just stumbling around. What are we doing? Are we going out there and killing it?
No.
I agree.
Okay,
We
I
just
agree.
let it do
Yeah,
its thing.
Okay.
Don't make any noise. Don't make a big commotion. I don't want. I feel like if we kill it, I don't want there to be any indication that there's people around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if we kill it, other people are going to see that it's dead and know that people have been in that area
Yeah. Okay.
recently.
So can they hear? They can hear. Are they attracted?
Zombies?
Are they going to come for us if they hear us?
If we're like whispering to each other and talking softly, they won't. But if we like fall and like make a thud or something,
Okay.
they're going to hear it.
How
Okay.
far up is this treehouse?
Just like a regular,
So we're gonna say like 15.
climb a ladder up to it,
yeah, like a ladder.
like 15 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It has one window. We can see out into the street. It's just think about like the most like typical neighborhood you can think of. That's where we are right now, but we have not seen anybody.
Okay.
We see that first zombie. We were going to go out and get food this day. We got to just let it pass now, and this is when the fear really starts to set in.
We start to get hungry.
Well, we
Or-
have food still. We just need to.
We
get
have
more.
food, but we're going through it, and we know we're going through
Right,
it.
and at this point, this is the first time we've actually seen one in person. We're getting scared.
We know the water's going to be shut off at some point. We know we're going to run out of food.
Right.
We got to have a long-term plan.
I think other than the first part, the initial apocalypse, this might be the hardest part of it all. Figuring out what to do
A
is
long-term
crucial
plan.
point.
I think. How is so? You said it's like a normal neighborhood. Is it like a country neighborhood, or is
Just
it
like neighborhood we're in right now.
So I think at this point we have to start raiding other.
Yeah, I was
Houses.
gonna
we
say
have
that
to
too.
start searching houses.
We have to start gathering things that are important, like food. We're gonna need stuff like matches and stuff because, in my mind, the only way to get consistent water is anything you find that's not bottled water. You have to boil it
Yeah,
to be able to drink it,
purify it.
and you need a source of fire for that. So, like matches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we have to start venturing out and taking it from other people.
Yeah, we're not gonna find much. We're gonna find what? Some
Like people's
miscellaneous, like
pictures of people's family and like pillows and stuff. Like
Yeah,
nothing
a
important.
couple of cans here and there, maybe.
If that.
If any, we're okay right now. We have an entire pillowcase full of canned foods.
We're all making sure we don't overeat or anything.
Yeah. Here's where I would say we keep moving, because I
Like
would
we
say at
ditched
this
the
point
treehouse.
we're starting to see more and more. It's getting bad. We're getting to that point where we're gonna be at 50% soon. 1 in 2 people, which would mean that us three being together are already defying the odds.
In this scenario, there's no chance that one of us gets bit.
Well,
Unless we fail, of course.
no, if we, I mean,
So
obviously I'm not gonna put in the story one of us gets bit, but
if one of us were to mess up, we'd have to live with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
well, if one of us messes up, we can call each other out right here, just talking, and we could say, no, you're probably dead.
Well, you are dead if you mess up and get bit.
Right.
That's what I mean.
Right.
I have a question that might be depressing, but like, would you even want to live through this?
Yeah.
If I knew, I think if I knew I would live at the end. Yeah.
But you don't know. You're hanging on to survive every day.
I think I have to
scavenging.
be optimistic.
Oh, could you in this scenario though?
You can. It's just hard to. You have to be very lucky at some points. Like,
Yeah. So far, I think in this scenario we've gotten lucky.
I think okay. In this scenario, we said we don't have any family.
Right.
I think in a regular, I know it's not regular because it's not real, but in a scenario where you have family and stuff, and you start seeing your family die and turn into zombies, I think that's where a lot of people would start questioning if they want to keep going.
Yeah.
So we are going to keep going in the scenario, right?
Yeah, we're gonna keep going here.
So you're saying you want to keep moving?
That's my opinion, and you guys can say what you think. And I think
Scavenge first and then keep moving, or just
scavenge on the way out. You know, as we pass.
I think we have to find a vehicle of some sort or something that'll help us transport more food with us.
I just don't think there's a way to do that at this point.
Well, we could look in the neighborhood for a car, but there's a very slim chance we find one.
Driveways are empty.
What if we find like a toboggan someone left behind?
I mean,
Like a sled. We could pull a sled on a bike.
I think that
just something to make it easier.
Okay, so
Do we
right
do we
now,
find like
we have to
backpacks
ride
or
on
anything?
only grass.
backpacks? Yeah, there's like somebody's school backpack.
Somebody's
in
like
the
hiking
bedroom.
gear or something.
Yeah, we're equipped at this point. Like we have like a belt with our knife on it.
So obviously, in the example we're talking about, we're not going to go over every single thing, but we've done okay for ourselves.
Yeah, we're okay. We are. Let's just say, unless you're like a rich person, barricaded away in your mansion in this scenario, for the average living wage, that's what we were getting in this scenario. We are the best it can possibly be, probably.
Okay.
Having that kind of stuff, because anybody rich in this scenario can just barricade themselves in their bunkers.
So you want to keep moving after we find a better mode of transporting our food and belongings.
I say we scavenge for backpacks and like a sled. I think that's a really good idea. Trying to find a sled.
Yeah.
Think about how much effort it is to pull a sled all day, though.
We'll have to take shifts though. Again, like we just take the sleeping, we take sled shifts.
All right. Where do you want to keep moving to?
I think do
we go up farther north?
we have to
It's,
keep
like, a lot
going colder, because that's what we were told. We can only go based off of what we were told.
So, at what point would we have to go so far north? It's ice, water, and all we can do is like go on a boat.
The real question is, do we risk living where there's going to be probably less people because everyone's going to want to go where it's cold? So do we try to stay where it's not as cold, knowing there's going to be less people, and just deal with the zombies? Or do we go where it's cold, where there's going to be everyone, and live in the cold conditions with all the people around? You know what I mean?
See, if we stay where we are and deal with the zombies, there is no like food anywhere.
We're gonna be.
Where's the
eating it
food
all.
in the cold?
Well, I'm thinking the cold is more like wilderness, so those animals are probably safer to kill and eat rather than, I think we'd be very, very skeptical of like a squirrel right now to kill it and eat it in the neighborhood, especially
we
seeing
cook
zombies
it,
around
though?
it.
We have to cook it.
Yeah, but
I don't
is
think-
cooking it gonna take like the?
Here's the other thing: no, that's what I mean. If we cook it, are we still going to be worried about it? like the virus.
I mean, in the back of our minds, let's say it can't affect us.
It's only a human virus.
The other thing that I
Yeah.
was going to bring up for food was planting stuff.
Yeah.
Can you plant stuff when it's freezing?
No, you cannot grow stuff in
So that
below freezing.
that completely eliminates like one of the big ways of getting food.
Yeah, you're right.
So everyone's going to want to go where it's cold, but getting food's going to be so much harder.
Yeah.
I almost feel like we shouldn't do that. We
Okay.
know there's zombies.
Okay, well, in this story, we've established democracy. So, Cody, you're the tiebreaker here.
So you want to go where it's cold.
I want to go where it's cold.
I say we kind of stay and try to live
like the middle ground, kind of.
Yeah. It's not
I
hot, it's
I
not
would
cold.
agree.
We've already seen zombies here, though. They're starting as the hours go on. We're
seeing like little
hearing,
groups and stuff and herds.
seeing, yeah.
So okay, so Cody, you think you want to stay?
Yeah, I think if anything, at most we should go a slight bit higher if we find another treehouse type thing.
Yeah. But I think I would want to be somewhere where food can grow still.
Yeah, we have to find a way to replenish our food source.
I'm just thinking of like Minecraft, like becoming like a farmer.
Yeah.
Because there's literally going to be no other way. Once the food that's produced is gone, that's it.
And we have to, like, say if we do find like a potato that we have to plant, we have to hope it's not like infected with like a starvation kind of disease.
Yeah.
So
Should we just say that it's not? Like we just
let's
like
say luck's really far on our side.
we keep getting so lucky in this scenario.
Yeah, I don't. Where are we gonna find this stuff to plant?
We're gonna have to ravage people's houses.
Somebody's backyard just has a garden. These people didn't think to take their garden stuff.
Yeah, well, I
There's,
mean,
like-
not everyone's going to just uproot their garden. Like we'll be
Right.
able to find something.
There's like at this point we're at a week, so it's the summer. There's a potato, a tomato, and a thing of carrots.
Also, do you think people are going to think to go to like Home Depot to get seeds?
I
Everyone,
think there definitely would be some left. So.
yeah, everyone's going to want to go to the grocery stores.
Yeah.
If we think on our feet enough, I don't know if we would have, but there's technically food at Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff. Can't you plant a potato pretty easily?
Yeah.
Can't you just like throw it in
You
dirt?
can. I think you can start it in water.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we found a place that we could stay, like another higher up place that we could stay maybe.
So, does that place have running water too, or are we near like a lake this time?
So let's say this time we're close to a small body of water.
We're in a rural like lake house, like somebody's like summer house. It's like a lake house. You open the back door and there's a lake out there. It's pretty big.
There's a problem with this though. People are going to be drawn to the body of water just like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's gonna get to a point where we're gonna need water because it's gonna be shut off. We brought all our stuff. Well, okay, hold on. Before I say anything, right now we're at the treehouse. We are still everything's packed, ready to go. We need to figure out what to do.
Like when to leave? Like, do we know this area
Wait a minute.
is a thing?
Why are we leaving?
Because
If we're not worried about going where it's colder, then why are we moving?
because I think that in a neighborhood like this, fenced in yards, tight roads, those zombie herds are going to catch up to us at one point or another.
Also, at one point, the tap will not work.
Right. And they're going to hoard around that treehouse. The second one hears us, they're all going to hoard around. We're not going to ever be able to get out of it, and we're trapped,
So,
stranded.
in this case, the zombies are gonna mutate to be able to live in colder.
Just like anything would, I think eventually they're going to adapt, but I think that will take a while.
Yeah, not right away.
So
Right.
we're only like a week. a few
Yeah.
days in.
Right. We're a week and a couple of days. It's really spreading rapidly.
We're at like 45% zombies.
We're close. At this point, we haven't seen a person in days. We've kind of not left the treehouse. We're having some problems figuring out what to do because at this point, paranoia and fear and just the unknowingness of it all is starting to eat away at each other or at us, which is making us fight each other verbally.
So we move out of the treehouse because you're worried that being in that type of neighborhood is going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get trapped in the treehouse.
Yeah.
All right, so we move to. I personally don't want to go somewhere that's so close to a body of water because I think that it's going to attract way too many people.
Yeah.
We have to figure out where we would go that isn't near a body of water.
Well, we're gonna run out of water. Just say when we left, we had half a case of waters in our fridge and a couple of Tupperwares in those people's drawers because we had to leave behind the bin. It was not happening on the sled. It was way too much.
Is there a way, like, we found out our food solution to try to plant stuff?
Yeah, we have our bags packed. We have a lot of seeds in our bag. We got to get it somewhere to get it planted though.
What's a long-term water solution?
I don't know. I think that's what we need to figure it out, and I think it would be a body of water. But it's very risky.
I think I don't know. I think at one point it'd be really tough to find out where we would find a body of water that's not taking up or clean fresh water for us to drink and use.
Can we try to rely on the rain?
Yeah, I guess because we can always boil it.
Well, the rain's fine. We don't have to boil rain. It's
To drink.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink it.
from the sky.
No,
Why not?
because it carries stuff
A lot of
from the
bacteria.
atmosphere.
Yeah, but aren't we picking it out of the sky? Like a leak?
We would set up a container to catch it. We would set up a container to catch it, and then we'd have to boil the
Why
water
would we have
that
to boil that? It's coming from the sky.
Because
It's
it's
pure.
full of bacteria.
Yeah, it
Bacteria from the clouds?
Yes.
What?
From where
Water
do you
goes
think
through- water goes through, like-
evaporates from. I mean,
you
I
can't
think-
drink rainwater.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
you can, but at a certain point,
okay,
it won't fulfill your hydration.
okay. In this scenario, because of democracy, even if I believe I'm right, it's 2-1. So
It doesn't
go with
take
that
much.
decision.
It doesn't take much to boil it to be safe.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So we're trying to rely on rain here. Does it rain a lot in Canada?
We're already in
Mm.
Canada.
Yeah,
we-
we're
we
on,
were
like,
in
the
we were in
eastern side
Canada.
Oh,
of
you're right.
Canada, so
Okay, you're right.
I think it would definitely rain a bit.
Okay, so we're hoping there's no drought.
Yeah. So that's not really a long-term way. But for now, it's raining, once or twice a week, which is giving us enough water to get by.
I don't think it would.
Because we already have some water too that we've been using. Very.
So do we have like a couple buckets ready for all this water?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it like Tupperware containers from those people's kitchen.
Okay, so and as soon as it's filled, we dump it
Yeah.
to get more.
And we're getting to the point where we have to start killing zombies because there
I
is
thought you meant like people.
no, because it's getting too many. They're appearing in bigger hordes. Sometimes we're having like rough encounters with them. So it's getting a little difficult.
I'm doing some research real quick just because I'm curious about
Yeah.
rainwater.
I think. See, the only problem we have with if we kill like animals, we have to cook most of them. So
Yeah.
the smoke from the flame, even with the rainwater too, we have to be really cautious.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of hard to. Are we saying that they can smell the smoke too?
No, it's just noise.
Right.
Okay.
But they could be attracted to that. Could they?
To what?
To like the smoke in the air, like a smoke signal. A
I don't-
person could be attracted to that
Yeah.
if they see that,
Yeah.
thinking that we have fire.
So I think we have to have something above it or surrounding it that won't kind of hint us out.
Yeah. I mean, by the time we're figuring all this out, we are 2 weeks in. It's 50% infected.
Is there any news ready for us? We have like a walkie-talkie flip phone kind of device.
The news is, let's just say the news that the government has tried to send out to everybody is they are working their absolute hardest on developing a cure and they have begun testing on animals. like reverse effects. I don't really have all the scientific
Okay.
stuff on it, but let's just say they've begun testing, but they're still estimating a very long time before this cure can get out. Because even if they get it out, people aren't permanently
So
they could get bit again.
so we can't live off this rainwater, and at one point we're gonna have to, because at one point it could not rain for weeks.
Right, and then we're really, really screwed. So,
Yeah, we're gonna have to find some type of water or something to keep
yeah.
us going over.
At this point, we're figuring everything out while we're continuing to move north. We want to get to as cold as possible while still being able to plant our seeds.
So we're gonna be um what? Do you think we're more northeastern Canada?
Yeah, probably. Um, what's our next step, Josh?
Well, I just want to say real quick about the rainwater. Unless you're in an area where the atmosphere is not polluted, it's a good idea to boil it just to be safe, because you're not sure what is in the atmosphere and what it's picking up.
Okay, so how's Canada's atmosphere, especially more north?
More north. If we're
We're,
very north, it'll be mostly clean.
I guess right now we're not
But
north
we're
yet.
we're kind of near New York still.
Yeah, we're still near that border, so we definitely should boil it.
Yes.
Okay. So what's our next move here? We're at an hour right now, so um,
I don't know. I think we have to find a long term until the cure's done.
we have to find a.
Is there in this scenario? Is there a cure that's we know
Yes.
is going to come?
Did you not? I was when you were researching.
Oh,
I
I'm
said
sorry.
they begun testing, but it's not guaranteed if it will even work or.
So we
how
have no
long.
idea how long it will take.
They're at
The
this
only
point they're
estimation
estimating
is 2 years, like you said before.
Yeah, they're still estimating around that.
I mean,
So it's really not looking good. I think at this point our best plan of action is to get our farm set up, find a permanent shelter, and try to make more weapons.
I think at one point. So are these zombies just randomly walking around, or are they like going for humans? But like they could be in like speculated spots.
basically, well,
There's hot spots like cities. They
in the
know that
Walking
there's
Dead,
hotspots.
in the Walking Dead, what happens is they group up into a horde and just kind of like shamble around. And if they find something or someone, they all go for it.
Yeah, let's just say that's what's
I feel
happening.
like if we were able somehow we get extraordinarily lucky.
Oh boy,
We get into the middle of Nebraska.
Nebraska.
That's like the empty state.
I mean that'd be great, but we're.
Yeah.
I mean,
nowhere close to
the
it.
Canadian wilderness is pretty empty too.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 30 million people there. So 15 million of them are.
So many though.
Yeah, that's so many.
But Canada's pretty big.
And that, well, don't forget, we also getting more zombies coming up with more people. Because we don't know how late people could be. Or, because there could also be a majority of zombies from the United States coming up.
Yeah. I think, yeah, like you said, we'd have to just find a long-term shelter that's acceptable, set up a little farm that's, like out of view from the public as much as possible so it doesn't get raided,
Yeah.
and just live in a very, very tight survival situation.
Yeah.
It's going to be extremely boring and extremely repetitive, but there's really nothing else to do if we want to stay alive.
Right. I think that's that might be the end of the story. I think that's
It's a little anticlimactic, but
Well, I mean, I think we were trying to share our plan.
I mean, I guess that is the basis of our plan.
should we do it? Let's do a quick recap, front to back.
Okay. We hear everything happening. Immediately gather everything and try to get out of the city.
Get out of the city.
We find bikes.
Slowly move, setting up shelters as we go if we need
Right.
to. Rest, getting to safety. Just gathering whatever we can. Staying, like laying low, staying out of major areas.
Yeah.
Just moving silently and
Quickly.
Yeah.
Seeds, farming, That is the most important thing, I think.
I mean, who knows? If this ever happens, our plan could be an absolute
Yeah,
train
this
wreck.
is really just our ideal plan, as to if, giving the starting circumstances. This is just us sharing
I will
our
say,
ideal plan.
like my ideal plan would be to get to an island,
Yeah,
but I know everyone else is going to want to do that too.
right. We also don't really have all the answers. We didn't have really an answer for water. I think sometimes that's tough because when
I
we want to
mean,
give an answer like this, we're just going to say, "Oh, well, we'll just find it." But we have to,
we would have to figure it out on the fly.
right? We would have to take into consideration too that we can't just go find it. So, I mean, that's pretty much what I would do in an apocalypse if I was with you guys. I guess the biggest takeaway is farming and lay low. Don't make yourself known even to other people.
I agree.
Yeah.
Travel quick.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys, I just wanted to take a quick minute to shout out all of our socials. Our link tree is in every bio. Our full podcasts are uploaded on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple. All of those you can find in our link tree and at Campfire Sessions. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it's campsesh1520, SESH. Instagram and TikTok is Campfire Sessions 0. Yeah, that is it. Our link tree is everywhere. Make sure you follow us, turn on notifications, and tell a friend about us. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the podcast. Okay, so I do have another topic, but before that, I did just find a Reddit thread, and it's a serious replies only. What would you do if the zombie apocalypse happened? Um, first reply is, if it's slow zombies, I'd just keep moving, preferably through woodland, foraging for food along the way. If it's fast zombies, I'd guess I'd just die.
That's kind of
That's-
what we said.
Yeah,
though.
Yeah,
but that's kind of a problem because everyone's going to be thinking the same as us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah. And that's just gonna, take away.
Like we're definitely not going to be as alone as we thought.
Right.
That's
Probably,
just a lucky scenario.
this one mentioned something that we didn't take into consideration. Probably just fortify my house and wait it out for the military to deal with it. I don't live in a major city and I live pretty far in the sticks, so I should be fine for a while. Load
the
my
hell-
firearms, fill containers with water, contact any close friends or family, watch the news.
What is the sticks?
Yeah, what does that mean? I just read that without even
Like-
knowing what it
like,
means.
Wait, read it over again.
Sticks, like STICKS.
I don't live in a major city, and I live pretty far in the sticks. Yeah, spelled
Probably the
normally.
woods. Probably the woods.
Yeah.
Can you please Google what the sticks
Can
is?
you find that out, Cody?
Yeah.
The sticks.
We should name this episode "The Sticks."
I mean, we did mention like going far into the wilderness and stuff.
It says it's a weed cigarette.
I don't think that's what they meant.
Oh, a remote and rural area.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, that makes sense.
I mean, I think I've heard it, but like, I never actually thought of what it meant. Okay, so in The Walking Dead, I know I keep bringing up The Walking Dead, but it's the only zombie thing I can think of. The military got wiped out.
Did they? By
Yeah.
the zombies?
I feel like they wouldn't take care of it as much as we think.
Do you think people in the military would like would still do what they're supposed to, or would they just go home to their families?
They'd probably go home to their
Like,
families.
yeah, like I don't think the military. People think the military would just step in and do what they got to do, but I don't think the military is just gonna do what we think they're gonna do. The military still has humans in it, and they're gonna want to go be with their families.
I think some of them would go crazy if they heard that. What if they just like don't get notified? Like what
That's
if
true
they
too.
stop
Yeah,
chief?
because there a lot of them are like remote.
Like they just have to fight for what they have to fight for.
Yeah,
I mean, also the thing is like when you enter the military, you take an oath to protect your country.
I know.
So I
the
feel like
country's
no matter what, some of those
I don't
people,
know.
most of those people are gonna stay.
I mean, obviously we have no idea. We just have to wait and see. Hopefully, we never have to worry about this.
At this point, a lot of legal things aren't the same anymore either. So
I mean,
taking an oath doesn't mean
Nothing is really.
anything.
I don't think
Yeah.
anything is like people are going to be killing left and right. Honestly,
Yeah.
There's not going to be police.
Yeah. I don't
If
think.
I was in the military, I feel like I'd have it made how much guns they have and firepower. They're not going to be worried about getting raided and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
They'll just stay the way they are. They don't need any support from the civilians.
Right.
So, we might regret getting into this question. I was on Reddit again before and looking through Ask Reddit, and I found a thread, and the thread was, "What is the weirdest thing somebody has asked you to do during sex?"
During the zombie apocalypse?
I have a couple, and
I don't know if I can even.
I think we should at least say.
I could definitely answer this.
What?
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 Sorry.
So the first one I read was she wanted me to, or she wanted me to, she wanted to call me her dad's name.
So instead of saying like, instead of wanting, okay, hang on. She wanted to call him her dad's name.
Yeah.
So she wanted to, like, so let's say her dad's name was John. She wanted to call her partner John.
Like,
yes, that's. I mean, I think if I was reading it right, that's yes.
that is just really bad daddy issues.
I saw something on TikTok, and it was like related to this, and he said, it was Matt cringy. He said, like, in a whispering voice, he was like, "If you ever need this dick, you can always call me."
I don't know how we go from the zombie apocalypse to this.
The zombie orgasm.
I just think some of these are like really funny.
Zombie orgasm?
You got another one, man?
I dated a guy briefly that couldn't get off unless I choked him until he passed out.
These are things that like people should just do by themselves. Like, don't bring other people into your sick fantasies. I know people are into different things, but these are things that there's some underlying issues at hand, I think.
Yeah. I don't.
Read some more examples,
Yeah.
please.
Okay. Biting somebody's nipples.
That's not.
I did, and she said, "Bite me harder."
I mean, I wonder how hard it was to begin with. Was it just
What if it was like
a little nibble?
I'm not
Some
sure.
some people are really
It
into.
says forceful bite on here.
Some people are really into that, like pain during the act.
Yeah.
I can't say I don't want to start getting into my sex life on here, but I'm not one to want pain with sex.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Continuing. And I quote, "Pull out her pubic hair. Not very sexy."
Well, I kind of have something that
What?
I relate to that. So
Wait a minute. Wait
so-
a minute.
No, all right, hold on. So I haven't had sex, but like masturbation, I like, I like to rub my balls. So like sometimes I like go so
Cody.
hard,
Cody,
I like
you
pull out.
You can't say that.
That caught me off guard so bad, dude. Oh my god.
Are we keeping that in?
Yes.
Oh
yes,
my god.
Yes. As long as Cody doesn't care that he
Are
just
you
revealed
fine with
that.
that saying? Oh my god.
Are you fine with that
Cut
statement?
it out. Cut it out. Cut it
Oh
out.
my god, no, please, dude, that's so funny. No, that's so funny.
Cut it out.
Just say it was a joke. Say it was a joke.
It
That's
was
so
a joke.
funny. Please, dude.
It was a joke.
That was a joke.
We
Okay,
planned this.
listen.
He went to go to the bathroom.
We
planned
yeah.
this.
We just took a break, and me and Cody said, let's come up with something really ridiculous to say and try to convince you of when you come
Did you
back.
actually?
Yes, I swear.
Are you serious?
I swear
That's
to God.
yes, we swear. Because
Oh.
Cody was like, "I'll be embarrassed," but I was like, "We'll just say it's a
Is
joke."
that why you
after.
guys were laughing when I came out here?
Yes.
Yeah, but also
Fuck.
I didn't know he was gonna say that.
Oh
and
my
that,
god.
that laugh was completely legit. I just lost it,
Oh
dude.
my wait. Wait, that wasn't real?
Swear to God.
No,
Oh my God.
he made it up. We both
Put it on
discussed
your
that.
mother.
On my mom.
Oh man.
I thought of that on the spot. You said whatever the pube thing. I was like, I can.
Oh
I can
my
get
God.
this.
Cody, we have to keep that in, please. That's
No,
so
I'm fine
funny.
with that.
That's so
I'm fine
funny.
with that. Saying
was-
it's a joke on the thing.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That was a complete
Okay.
joke, but that was so funny.
That was good. That was really good. I did not know that was coming.
I
We
wanted
just right before the last one, we stopped because I had to use the bathroom, and I came back outside and they were laughing. I had no idea why.
Oh, dude.
Oh man, that caught me off.
That was
guard.
not a fake laugh because I did not know he
Oh
was going
my
to say that.
God. Okay.
I had like the ball part ready, but the pube thing came out good. Like I said, I had to.
Oh
I
my
pull
god,
out
dude,
some
that's
parts
funny.
sometimes.
I wanted
No, when you
Dude.
said I just like bumped my balls.
because he said it so like casually.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
that has to be a clip, dude.
I don't think we could post this clip.
No, okay, but we have to keep this in though because that's so
no, I'm
funny.
fine with that.
Oh my god. Okay, I got another one when you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
Start
Okay.
reading it.
This is another in quotation marks. Let's drench ourselves in Coca-Cola and have sex. I want to give you a carbonated blowjob.
That sounds fake.
That sounds sticky.
That sounds like someone just was like, I'm on a Reddit thread. Let me make something up ridiculous.
She wanted me to dress in a ski mask and pretend to be a home intruder.
I've heard of this.
That's got to be a fetish, right?
Yeah, it is. Like, dude, have you heard of people who have like, I don't want to say it, but like fetishes of getting
Yeah.
like,
I know you don't have to say the
getting it done to them without consent?
yeah.
What?
There's a word for that. It's or like a term. I don't exactly know what it is.
Just forget I said that. But that the Reddit example is something I've heard of before because
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I'm gonna have a fun time going through to get clips.
All right. Asked for pictures of my teeth. It
Teeth?
escalated into requesting full-on dental records. I later learned he had a dental chair set up and everything for sex purposes. Weirdest thing is that he has no dentistry in his background.
That sounds like some like mad scientist like movie villain who like wants to kidnap people and
Yeah.
It's like
The last sentence was that guy was definitely a serial killer.
yeah, that's
the tooth fairy.
yeah. They can make a movie about that. A horror movie about like the mad tooth sex killer.
Tooth fairy.
Some of these are absolutely ridiculous. It was with a girl I'd been with for a couple of months. Girl said, "I can't wait to taste your blood."
What?
Are you serious?
That's so odd.
Did you say that's so hot?
Odd. Unlike the ball rubbing.
a reply to this was,
We should have just ended the episode there.
The
That was
ball
so
rubbing?
funny, dude. Yeah.
Ended off with no notice.
a reply to that was, yeah, I had a girl who was into knife play. I've heard of
Yeah,
knife
I
play
That's-
heard
before.
of that.
yeah.
That's so crazy.
And the last time we hooked up, she cut my chest. It wasn't deep, but she licked up my blood and then handed me the knife to do the same to her.
Nope. Not
I
into
left
it.
because she didn't ask if it was okay. I don't trust myself to cut someone during sex. Well, no shit.
I don't. That's not something I would ever be into.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's-
understand why you would want to cut somebody.
That's gotta be like mental hospital.
Yeah. This is like people taking their underlying mental issues and just basically not forcing it onto their partner, but bringing it into their relationship with their partner.
This one's this one's really funny, and we're not trying to shame anybody.
No, we're just saying
But if you do this, it's absolutely terrible.
Okay.
you should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, but you could rub your balls and fuck your pubes out.
Only sometimes. I go too hard sometimes.
Okay, this one's kind of funny. It's a little long, but it's definitely I jokingly blew raspberries. You guys know what that is?
Yeah.
Like when you like put your lips to somebody's like skin. You're like
Put your mouth on someone's stomach and like
Yeah. like on my ex's upper part, you know, their I don't want to say clit. It's a weird
Oh
word
my
to
god!
say.
You just say I don't want to say it, then you say it.
I'm just gonna read the thread. Fuck it. At the beginning of what was supposed to be normal cunning.
Cunning. I don't even know how to say it.
Cunnilingus.
Yeah, there you go.
Sex.
Oral
or
sex.
Oral sex that a man does. As I switched over to the traditional pussy eating, she was laughing and said, "No, keep doing the other thing." So I brought her to orgasm with raspberries in record time for us, like 3 or 4 minutes. Probably would have been quicker if we could both stop laughing. She was really embarrassed about it for some reason and wouldn't let me ever do it again, despite me trying a few times.
Bro.
I'm just thinking about him like going down there and doing that, and she's like getting mad at him, like he's like being playful about it.
But I don't understand. Like the first time, like
I mean,
she asked him to switch.
How did it start?
I think he was joking.
How do you even
jokingly
jokingly do that?
I mean, that's kind of funny.
I guess. Wait, so he jokingly did it, and she was like, "Wait a minute, I like this."
Oh.
I mean, if you think, I'm not going to go into detail, but if you think about it, it definitely makes sense.
Yeah. One of the replies was, "I imagine the vibrations from trying to blow raspberries is pretty awesome."
Yeah.
Hold on. Doesn't end there. We'll try tonight and see what happens. These people on Reddit are crazy.
Did they post an update about what happened?
I could find out. This is
I bet
ridiculous.
they probably didn't.
It doesn't look like they did. No. Should I keep going?
Do a few more,
Are
yeah.
you liking this topic?
Do a few more, and then
She told me to hit her. I gave her a light slap, but she didn't mean slap her. She meant hit her, as in with my fist.
I mean, that's got to be another thing that's related to like childhood. As weird as it sounds, most
Yeah.
things in people's lives are related to what happened to them in their childhood, which is like sad actually, if you think about it.
Yeah. Partner knows about my obsessive love of all things Harry Potter. Called me my little Dumble whore during sex. Couldn't finish because we were both laughing too hard.
Stuff like that's silly and funny.
Yeah,
And
that raspberry story is actually really funny.
Yeah,
but-
because when you're with someone that you're comfortable with, it just those types of things can almost make it better.
She stopped me mid-sex and told me, "Put on your Batman mask and treat me like a whore."
A whore?
Yeah,
Treat me like a whore?
that's what it says.
why do they just have a Batman mask laying around?
Yeah. I want to know what kind of Batman mask it was.
There's more to this story. There's replies.
Oh, go
Somebody
ahead.
replied, "Did you do it?" Bet your ass I did. She called me Batman the rest of sex. I've never felt more powerful.
Wait a minute. Was
The
he just
real
naked with a Batman mask on?
That sounds amazing. Just a Batman mask.
Nah, we got Kyle trying this shit now.
That's funny.
That's so odd.
That's
This is a really long story. Let me see if I can get the point of it. Our kinks were a thing. We talked openly. Let's see. This was a friends with benefit story. We had discussed kinks. He was being rough, and I liked it. After a few minutes of foreplay and all that, he paused completely and asked me if I was alright. I appreciate being taken care of, but he was literally inside me, choking me. And then just stops to ask this when he could have just asked if my color was still green. What does that mean?
what?
What?
This thread is like,
I don't know. Let's not. I don't want there to be like all this silence.
Let me continue. I guess they were having sex, and I guess they were having rough intercourse, and this was new to the man, and I guess it bothered him so much, and he didn't like it that he sat down and started crying.
He could have.
Turns out he hadn't been this rough with anybody before, and he only did it because he really liked me and hoped that I'd like him back if he was able to do all those things.
that just makes me feel bad for him.
The story started
Seems
saying
like
they
a
were
pussy.
This story started saying that they were friends with benefits. The last sentence is, "We've been dating for 8 months now, and he's the sweetest thing ever."
See, that's
That's,
sweet.
that's a wholesome story.
That's
right
a nice.
there.
That's a nice story to end on.
But,
I think.
mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of clear that he's wholesome.
I agree. He's a wholesome guy. He's sweet.
One of the replies, and we'll end with this reply, is, "My current boyfriend is this way. I love rough sex, but when he and I started sleeping together, he was always gentle, very affectionate, and admitted he did not like hurting his partners. We've worked up to him slapping my ass."
I don't. Again, I don't want to go into detail, but that's how I am as a person. I'm too nice and gentle, so like, I can't. I think you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't like doing that.
Okay, I got one more because this one's really funny.
All right.
And then Cody, you got something to end us with. A previous girlfriend once moaned her own name while she came.
That's like.
She never could really explain why.
That's actually really funny if you think about it. That's like.
Oh,
Like,
Cody.
You're like hyping yourself up. Like you're your biggest cheerleader. That's fun. That's actually really funny.
That was a funny way to end it, Cody. We're gonna start doing.
New segment.
We have a new segment for the end of the podcast. I think it's a fun way to end. Cody is going to bring us a riddle every episode.
We have to try to solve it.
Yeah, you wanna start a running record?
Yeah.
Who solves it first?
Wait. Are we? I thought we were gonna work together.
No. Why don't we start a running record? See who's gonna solve it first.
Okay.
We might have to cut so there's not silence, but then we could just come back when one of us has it.
No, we'll talk through it.
Okay.
We'll talk
Alright.
through it.
So, pick a number 1 or 2. I have 2.
Let's do one. Let's just
Alright.
do the first one.
So
Okay,
I'll,
okay.
I'll read it twice, and then we can. If you guys need time to think, we can cut.
Okay.
Are we gonna say like we're not allowed to say anything until you finish reading it twice?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So even if you know the
So-
answer, wait until he does it.
All
Yeah.
right. And then we could just say it.
So, the first one is, what word typed in all capital letters can be read the same upside down? Ready again?
Yes.
What word typed upside down, all capital letters, is the same word?
Are these trick
No.
questions or no?
What do you mean?
Like, is there an actual answer? Like, there's actually a word.
I have a word. Yeah.
Okay.
What word typed completely in uppercase can be the same thing upside down? It's
I
got
hope
to be a
that-
short word, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Should I just? Well, I don't want to give away what I'm thinking
I mean, you can
because
say it if you want.
I don't have a word, but I have a thought pattern that I'm going through right now. Because there's certain letters I can think of that will look the same.
Cody, start a timer. 1 minute.
All right. Hold on. Let me hit.
We
yeah,
gotta. Why don't we just say it's us versus Cody? That will be our
Well,
running record.
doesn't
Why
he
you
already
versus me?
know the answer though?
If we don't get it, he gets the point for
Oh,
it.
Okay, that's fair.
okay.
That's fair. So it's you
All
and me. Okay.
So,
We say a minute 30. We're gonna talk through this right
what's the
now.
app for it? Clock.
Yeah,
90 seconds.
90 seconds. From now, after this episode, we'll start from your second read off.
All right.
We'll start the
I
timer.
said we go through every letter that
1 minute.
can be the same.
Okay.
Write it down.
30.
Alright.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Start.
Okay. I'm Cody. If you talk, they can't hear you. I'm bringing the mic closer
It's just
to
flipped
myself.
upside down, right? It's not like reversed or anything.
That's correct.
Okay.
So B could be one.
B W.
Hang on, go from the beginning. B
Okay.
can be one.
B.
C, D. I'm pretty much okay. E, F can't. G can't. H, I, K,
Hey, I would think it's something with O, with 2 O's. Something O something.
O.
Boob? Would it be boob?
W can't be. X. Boob.
Yeah. B.
Yeah, you're right.
O-O-B.
You're right.
I wonder
Think
if-
about it for a second.
Boob. If you flip that upside down, it has to be the same thing in all uppercase.
If you're just flipping a letter
You're flipping it
on
upside
its
down,
head.
but they're all uppercase.
Boob
Right.
works because if they're all uppercase, boob works.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Are we locking in? You want to lock in?
Yes.
Okay. Cody, boob.
While it is the same upside down, I guess, it's not the word I had in mind.
Okay, we got 20 seconds. Hold on. We
Okay,
want to.
Okay,
Timer's
let's-
not up yet.
I'll give you a hint. There's no same letter next to each other.
So there's no like double O or
Okay.
anything.
Yeah.
Um.
I'll go back. I'll give you another 15.
Okay. I'm so confused.
Wait, how many letters are in the word? Can you tell us that?
5.
5. 5. Damn.
Oh, dude,
We're not gonna get this. It's gonna slap us in the face when he reads it off. All right, we
fine.
lost. Cody wins the first one.
Yeah, because even though boob works, it wasn't his answer.
Yeah, it has to be. It's got to be your answer. What do you got for us?
So, the word I have, ready? I'll show you, and then I'll show Josh.
Oh.
So,
Can you talk through what's happening? Oh, okay.
It swims.
Okay.
Because
I was thinking
S.
That's actually smart because the letters at the end and the beginning are like flipping.
Yeah.
Swims.
So the S stays the same. The I stays the same. You flip a W, it becomes an M. You flip an M, and it becomes a W.
Yeah, so if you write out the word swims in all capitals and then flip it upside down,
Yeah.
it inverts it and it still says swims. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool, actually.
That's a good one, Cody. Okay, Cody's 1-0.
Wait, did you say we're doing another one or no?
if you want to, we can this episode.
I feel you just showed me. I don't want to. I don't
What'd you say?
want to.
I can find another one.
No. We'll end with that. We'll do one an episode.
All right.
That's good. That's a good way to end.
Okay.
We'll do our riddle every episode. Cody is 1-0 against me and Josh right now.
I like that.
Cody, come prepared. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
I can't believe you said boob.
That's the first thing that popped in my head.
I know.
Because I was thinking like something something, but because you said B, and then I was like, oh, boob. Anyways, it's okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was a little out of reality, but I think it was a fun episode.
It fits the vibe of what campfire sessions is supposed to be.
Yeah, these are the conversations we're having that we think that you guys would get into in your personal life, sitting around the campfire. So thanks for watching. We will see you guys on Sunday now.
Everything you need is in the description of either the Spotify or what do you call the YouTube? Like, does it
YouTube description? Yeah, just the description. Yeah,
wherever you're listening on, check
Link
the
tree.
description. There's a link tree with all the links to our socials.
Yeah, our link tree is everywhere. It's not hard to find. Just takes a little bit of looking, and it's right there. Thank you guys.
Thank you for watching. Stay
Yes.
tuned for future episodes.
Yeah, we'll see you guys on Sunday. Goodbye.